call actually worked.
It did.
Really well.
Like, it worked well, and we didn't have sound issues and all that.
Yay!
Yay!
Hooray for the retards! Speaking of your retard stuff, so Josh, actually, I have to forgive me because I forgot to bring this up during pre-production.
I hate you. Are we going to seriously have this happen every show, too?
I know, right? It's a once-a-show kind of deal.
It does seem like it happens.
So, but no. You kind of have to blame Carl on this one. He does have to accept some sort of responsibility for this. And not for the fact that he's Carl.
Is it because he owes us Tree Fitty?
He always owes us Tree Fitty.
I need about Tree Fitty.
Tree Fitty, that damn sea monster. Sea monster named Carl. No, there's no fried taters in the studio.
That's what you think, boy.
Oh, my God. No. Our friends over at Article 15 Clothing, Matt Best and those guys, the video that Carl sent us in the pre-production.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about the safety brief. If you could bring that up, we got to play that right quick.
I'm bringing up Matt's...
because this...
No, it wasn't it.
That wasn't
No,
it.
that was not it.
Hang on.
This was... When he made it, I mean, it's been out for a while now.
It has been.
But, dude, when they made this, it was a pure stroke of genius. It was almost right up there with Bitch Oppo Great, you know?
That was a good one, too.
So, for our buddies over at Drinking Bros, this one is for them.
I can tell you not to drink and drive, but I know at least 3 you get no DUI. Do you know how much paperwork that is for me? I really hate dealing with the MPs. Oh, looking at you, Carl, you're a private and you're 31. The betting man would say you're the one. I'm looking at you. Stupid look on your face like you don't give a fuck. Just know Monday you'll be pissing in a cup. Safety brake. Carter's got a drink. Safety brake. We can have nice things. Safety brake. I'm gonna watch you pee. Safety brake. Snorting coke off of strippers' butt. Buying dances just to bust a nut. Dancers will convince you to give them a ring. Trying to get that paycheck on the 1st and 15th. So don't marry the first one you see. Chances are she's got HIV. Charlie Sheen has AIDS. 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 Do you have a safety brief? Charlie Sheen has AIDS. Now back to the brief. Back to the brief. Hey, did you just fall out of formation? No way, this guy just fucking locked his legs. Medic! Get him out! Combatives, you learn the guillotine. Doesn't mean you fight for the UFC. There's a reason why we take condoms with us. None of you need to depend upon a mouse. She's got nice tits, but she might have a dick. It could be long and strong and tasty. Are you kidding me? Tasty? God, really? Ugh. Just roll the bridge. So if you want to stay safe, listen to our safety brief. You can have fun and play. If it's below 32, it ain't gay. Charlie Sheen has AIDS. 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 He's got AIDS. He's got AIDS.
Oh, my God. Oh, I love this video, dude.
I did just share that on our page.
Awesome, man. Oh, my God.
Those guys nailed it.
Oh, they kill me every time, dude.
Yeah.
Especially with the Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about the hippopotamus, and they showed a picture of it. I'm so glad that we don't have the mics on when we're hearing stuff like that, because some of the stuff that I was getting floated around, screw it, I'll say one of them. I was like, oh, look, it's my second ex-wife. I just about fell out the damn bench. Oh, my God. Horrible. We are horrible people, I swear to God.
Those guys, man. Everything from there to freaking Range 15.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Matt Best, Ross Patterson, Jared Taylor, those guys over at Drinking Bros.
Gotta get the whiskey to Range 15.
It's okay. You can look at my eyes. It doesn't make you gay. It makes you compassionate. Ross Patterson, that thing was killing me, bro.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, had me dying.
There he is right there, too. Oh, that movie is something else.
Oh, yeah. No, we should share that on the page.
So there it was, right?
Just shut up! Every time!
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Oh, my God. He's going at it with the zombie in the gas station. Oh, my God, it was horrible.
Is there a reason why there's something glued to your cock, son?
Yeah. Did you eat popcorn last night? Yeah, why? Does it hurt?
I'm never gonna date you, fatty, fat.
We're all gonna die because of your fatty, fat. God, I can't believe how freaking fat you are. Okay, anyhow, moving into the outdoor portion of the show. We finally got our newsreel up. Now we just got to work on this one. Eventually. Oh, my God. Whoa. Composure, yes. All right, moving on.
You all right? You going to survive?
No, I'm good, man.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
So, this one is actually kind of different because for our outdoor portion, we like to talk about stuff that helps get veterans outside, get them involved in the outdoors, something that's going to get them out of their own minds and actually do something constructive. You know, whether it be camping, hiking, hunting, fishing, wheeling, and as some of you heard here a couple weeks ago, even Sasquatch hunting.
Yes. Sergeant Squatcher. Good old Todd Neese. So, anyhow, this week we're actually going to go into something a little bit different. It has to do with fishing. It affects us out here on the West Coast. So we're talking about with some of the this year's salmon fishing forecast, at least with the populations and stuff like that. And for those of you that listen to the show and are pretty avid into the salmon fishing, salmon steelhead, you know that last year was kind of a hectic year for us here on the West Coast because the populations were low. I mean, hell, even down in southern Oregon, northern California, they wound up closing down salmon fishing altogether.
I heard about all that. Yeah.
Because the numbers that they were predicting were so low. Well, here's the thing about it, is that now, according to this story, we can scroll up a little bit, please. Okay, harvest managers predict 23% decline in 2018 fall Chinook run, 1/2 of 10-year average. You realize how low that is?
It's low.
I mean, last year, you go through and read the numbers, so, a lot of this is technical jargon, but the biggest thing that we need you folks to listen to is the numbers on this, so that way it gives you an idea of the impact that this is having right now. So, the United States v. Oregon Technical Advisory Committee, which provides fishery managers with in-season forecasts, is forecasting a 2018 fall Chinook run into the Columbia River that is 23% less than the actual number of fish that returned last year at about 1/2 of the 10-year average. So, it's pretty much half of what is usually getting out, coming upstream, coming in through the mouth of the Columbia, and it's 23% lower than what it was last year.
That sucks.
That is big time low.
Mm-hmm.
big, and that's going to hurt a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not just going to hurt the recreational fishing, but the commercial
fishing. Oh yeah, dude.
Plus all the guide services and everything else that go out by like Buoy 10 and stuff. I mean, even if you go, up towards like Puget Sound and stuff like that, or even farther south like Depot Bay, Yaquina Bay, down to Wairika, Brookings, all the way down the coast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's going to hurt the industry huge. So TAC is forecasting a fall Chinook run in 2018 of 365,600 fish. That's down from 2017's actual run, 475,900 fish, and far lower than 2017's forecast of 582,600 fish. That's a big drop, dude. That's like a 200,000 drop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is huge. And mind you, that's just for a Chinook. That's not talking about coho or sockeye or anything else like that. What are you doing, dude?
Going through my phone because your computer sucks.
What is?
It wouldn't let me get onto anything.
That's why we have a high-tech redneck here.
Yeah, well.
This is why you have to show up before the show.
Oh, yeah, keep busting my balls.
Yeah, we're going to do that because that's what we do around here.
Mm-hmm.
Carl. Oh, my God. So, anyhow, TAC completed the preseason forecast February 15th of 2018, so here only a couple weeks ago, preparation for the North of Falcon season-setting process. TAC said in memorandum saying that once that process is complete, the forecast could change slightly. The final forecast will be available in mid-April. So we're still waiting to hear
what it's going to be.
Yeah, the final forecast numbers. So, but just from the way it sounds right now, I mean, dude, this is going to be a big impact. Because if it's like this, if it's anything like it was last year, because with how much they had shut, because they had, especially the spring run was okay.
Yeah.
There were some people that were reeling in, especially down like Nehalem Bay and stuff like that. They were reeling in okay.
Well, it was coming in late last year.
And it came in really late. Well, you got to think of the winter that we had last year, too.
Yeah.
Last year's winter, oh, yeah, dude. So, I mean, all the water was high and the rivers were all clouded up so bad, the fish wouldn't come in. But once everything finally cleared up, later, mid-spring, I mean, that first springer run was huge. And then it just nosedived. The fall run wasn't shit. Especially with the coho that were coming in, was just squat.
It was next to nothing,
yeah.
If I remember right.
And, I mean, dude, even I went out a couple times and tried to get a line wet, and I didn't come up with shit.
Jesus.
So, I think I caught, one steelhead last year?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was, I had to go up Eagle Creek for that one. I was up at the Cascades.
Way up there.
Yeah, way up there, up above Estacada.
I got a really good buddy of mine that works over at Walmart, and that's all he's ever done ever since I've known him since high school was fish. That's all he's done. And he was telling me about it, too, last time I seen him, that everything was just, super low, and it was just bad. He was really, he was actually really upset that, the winter and everything had played out the way that it was.
Right.
The run and all that, but...
Now, see, here's my...
I hope that it...
picks up
before the end of the annual carol.
Right.
But
and see, here's the thing too, is that it's with the way, because we've had a real mild winter up here on the West Coast.
This year's
been a really mild one.
Unless out of the blue in a day in February, hey, 4 inches of snow.
Well, but that is nowhere near like what it was last winter, where it was like
3 inches of ice on the freaking highway.
We're gonna get 4 or 5 inches here. Okay, it's gonna melt off for a day or two. Oh, guess what? Here's another freaking 6 inches right on top of that. And it was just like a day in, day out kind of thing.
It was crazy.
But when it finally all melted off, it flowed right into the rivers, and there really wasn't a whole lot that.
Well, then they were really high too, and then I noticed when you cross over, I don't know which one that is, up by the Malala golf course by GSR. The river was super high over there at Wagon Wheel. And then it was just
that's Malala.
Like a week and a half later, man, it was right back to where it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, Malala, that part of the Malala River, that's upstream enough to where it's, not, it's going to rise and it's going to drop quick.
Yeah, but I've always seen that place always full during the wintertime. It's always got a lot of water running through,
right.
the
Well,
banks.
This year was different because this year, it was barely just above summer levels.
Yeah.
which was really weird, and that's really not good for...
We didn't have a ton of rain. We had more snow than we had rain this... Well...
No, we've had more rain than we have snow.
But even that didn't